A U.S. Border Patrol agent currently behind bars in the desert Southwest. Good evening, everybody. I'm Susana Mendoza. Thanks for joining us tonight. The agent attempted to smuggle bundles of pot along the Mexican border. KSWT News 13's Stephanie Sanchez joins us right now with the details. Stephanie. The intersection of County 18th Street and Somerton Avenue has caused accident after accident, claiming over a dozen lives. Well, yesterday, Somerton officials spoke to the Yuma County Board of Supervisors. They discussed fatal accidents at the intersection over the past 10 years. However, Yuma officials didn't approve a stoplight. Yuma County official Robert Piquels says the choice for larger stop signs is appropriate based on a safety evaluation. In the meantime, Somerton officials say the solution is a four-way stop sign. In California, 2 Americans were shot and killed while waiting to cross the border from Tijuana into the United States. Mexican authorities say the 2 are U.S. citizens about 25 years old. They were in a pickup with California license plates. The shooting happened before dawn on Monday. Mexican authorities say gunmen approached on foot and fired into the pickup truck. So far, the U.S. consulate in Mexico has not made any comments about this shooting. Well, the Yuma Fire Department responding to a bee attack yesterday in the 900 block of 26th Street. An 81-year-old woman found sitting on the sidewalk covered in a swarm of aggressive bees suffered hundreds of stings to her face and body. Firefighters removed most of the bees and transported the woman to Yuma Regional Medical Center. Yuma Fire Department did remain on the scene to make sure the bee swarm did not harm anybody else. They used a foam mixture to stop the bees from posing any further threat to the public. Arizona will still get a dollar-for-dollar tax credit if they donate to organizations that provide scholarships for private and parochial schools. The High Court threw out a lawsuit challenging the state tax credits, saying they claim lack standing to sue. Some opposed to the decision say students should receive help whether or not they attend private or religious schools. All right, taking a break right now from news, let's get a first look at weather. Hey JP, what do we have in store for this week? All right, that will definitely be a ponytail day. Pull back that hair, it's going to be all over the place. Thank you very much, JP. Well, still to come, new developments regarding Arizona's controversial immigration bill, and the FAA orders emergency inspections of aging Boeing 737s after Friday's terrifying incident at 34,000 feet. We're back with more. The FAA has issued an emergency order for airlines to inspect 3 types of 737 aircraft. Southwest has been inspecting its 737s after Friday's emergency landing right here in Yuma, and now the company has discovered problems with other planes. News 13's Randall Pinkston reports. A local bank robbery suspect remains on the loose tonight. Good evening, everybody. I'm Susana Mendoza. A 41-year-old man is gunned down while working at a produce store. Police say the man, identified as Alejandro Rubio, was working at the produce shop he owned at about 9 last night in Mexicali. That's when witnesses say 3 men got out of a red sports car armed with guns and tried to rob the store. Witnesses heard at least 2 shots fired before the suspects ran out of that store. By the time help arrived, Rubio had died from gunshot wounds. Police searched the area for the suspects, but so far no arrests have been made. And police in San Luis, Mexico are trying to identify the body of a woman found in a canal. Police say a group of people walking near the canal this morning saw a large bundle floating in the water. After pulling it out, they soon realized it was a body which had been wrapped in a sheet and blanket. Mexican investigators say the woman died from a series of stab wounds to her throat and was dead for at least 24 hours before she was found. She has not been identified. Well, like we first reported last night, small traces of radiation have been found in milk in the U.S. Well, today, U.S. officials are trying to reassure Americans that radiation turning up in milk in California and Washington state is not dangerous. The radiation came from the crippled Japan nuclear plant. Health officials say consumers can still drink the milk and should not worry. The radioactivity is 5,000 times below the standards set by the FDA.
It traveled across the jet stream, across the Pacific Ocean, and landed on our shores. It's hardly a surprise that that happened. It was expected.
And the Environmental Protection Agency says it's increasing its monitoring of air, milk, and water nationwide. President Barack Obama has declared March 31st, that's today, as Cesar Chavez Day, honoring the late farm worker activist on his birthday. Obama signed the proclamation saying Chavez's legacy provides lessons from which all Americans can learn. The Yuma, Arizona native died in 1993 of natural causes. Before today's proclamation, 10 states had already commemorated his birthday, including California, Arizona, and New Mexico. All right, time to pull out those bathing suits.
Woo!
It's just gonna get hotter.
Oh boy, I always like that song. How you feeling? Hot. Yeah.
Your 7-day forecast is coming up. And the Desert Southwest will host a JUCO college football bowl game. It should be an economic touchdown. Details straight ahead. Well, hundreds flocked the Desert Southwest for the annual Agriculture Summit. Good evening, everybody. I'm Susana Mendoza. All right, Stephanie, thank you for that story. Well, with spring break around the corner, officials are reminding the public to be careful if you do plan on traveling south of the border. The Arizona Department of Public Safety and the Arizona Highway Patrol Association urge spring breakers to use caution if traveling to Mexico. The warning comes in response to the rapid rise in violence associated with criminal activity. The Arizona Senate scales back on allowing guns on higher education campuses. The Senate approved an amendment today. It would change state law so that people with concealed weapons permits could have guns on streets and sidewalks within college and university campuses. But the bill no longer would change state law to allow people with concealed carry permits to take their guns inside college administration buildings. Well, we have a reminder for you this evening. If you do plan on driving along Interstate 8, the speed limit has changed in some areas due to construction. The Arizona Department of Transportation working on a project running from the Arizona state line to Fortuna Road. The project involves repaving, drainage, and bridge improvements. During the project, the speed limit will be reduced to 55 miles per hour, and there may be some lane restrictions as well. The project is scheduled for completion this summer.
I know, it's pretty funny. People call here and they say,
Yes.
Hey, how come I'm stuck here in traffic?
We have been getting some emails and calls about that,
Yeah.
so just pack your patience
There you
and
go.
Reduce the speed. What else can you do?
Yeah.
We'll have a full look at that forecast coming up in just a bit.
Well, as long as we're not talking about triple digits,
No, I'm
then
good,
I'm
okay.
with
90's
that.
all right.
All right. Well, the long standoff in Wisconsin over union rights for state workers may be coming to an end.
Well, Republicans have passed a measure that ends collective bargaining for many workers. However, protesters are not going quietly.
News 13's Manuel Gallegas has the story. All right, that'll do it for us here on the Evening News. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to join us on the late edition. For Jim Brinson, John Patrick, everybody behind the scenes, I'm Susana Mendoza.